Vipul Bansal joins us, Chief Executive Officer with DB Realty, joins us live. Vipul, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Vipul, at a time when, in general, the Mumbai real estate market is looking slightly depressed, DB Realty plans to launch about 10 projects. What gives you the confidence that you will have enough demand at a time when the Mumbai real estate buyer either is confused or is feeling exhausted?
See, in our view, I don't think the buyer is really confused. In fact, the buyer is a little fearful, simply for the reason, whatever he's invested in the past has not really seen the light of the day. Now, with, substantial progress being made on the front, of, getting approvals from the government, the new DCR, I think things have changed and, people are a lot more educated about, the way they buy properties and because of being, the bad experiences of the past. And the new DCR provides little play for, things which were discretionary and thereof. So I think there is a lot of latent demand, and with the right pricing, we feel very confident that with the approvals in place, we will be able to sell in the market.
Vipul, hi, morning. Give us some details. What's the current status of the projects under execution, and how much square feet is currently under development, and which are the projects that are currently under execution?
We've got Crown Mills, which is about a 3 million square feet project in Prabhadevi, which is presently under construction. We've got approvals to go on that project. Apart from that, we've got we just finished a 17,000 home delivery for the government in Mahol in Chembur, which is, I think, in Bombay, one of the largest, single largest development, where we've successfully handed over this year about 17,000 apartments. Then we have a project going on in Goregaon, which is near completion. It's a 55-story structure called DB Woods. Then we have a project going on at Kandivali, which is called Suburbia. We've got a project going on in at Dahisar, which is called Ozone. We've got projects going on at Jacob Circle, actually two projects close to Jacob Circle. We've got a project bang opposite, the race course called DB Turf. So at all these projects, for the last 2 years, for lack of approvals, no direction on the approval process, and the DCR and the environment committees not existing, we were actually stuck. Now we are seeing a lot of progress there.
So which of these projects would be actually in completion stages by the end of the financial year?
Suburbia in Kandivali and DB Woods in Goregaon would actually be finished in this financial year and handed over to their customers.
So, Vipul, for FY13, we still have about 5 months left. What is the total million square feet of delivery which you are projecting?
See, we're expecting to deliver about 2 million square feet by the end of this financial year.
How much did you deliver last year? I'm just trying to compare some numbers here.
See, 17,000 homes. I just joined DB, so I'm not up to speed on the million square feet that we delivered last year, but the 17,000 homes that we delivered were in this calendar year, but in the last financial year.
Vipul, the promoters of the company had recently issued warrants as well. At what price will they be converted?
That's a SEBI-administered price. I'm not really as in specific about what the price would be, but I would imagine it would be between 80 to 90 rupees, which, it's for the SEBI administered pricing rules that they have. But yeah, it should be in that range.
What is the current debt on your books? When I say debt, the total aggregate debt on your books, and are you looking at reducing your debt total debt liability?
See, debt is about 250 crores for a net worth of about 4,000 crores. So I don't really think that debt really remains a concern. What remains a concern is that we have 36 odd projects in Bombay, where the square feet under development is more than 70 million. The challenge before us is to with the new regime opening up and, the whole festive season and the liquidity, we need to sell and we need to execute on our projects, which is why the warrant infusion was also required.
Vipul, I'm going to ask you a direct one. Now, DB Realty as a group has got a lot of bad PR in last 2 years. So how are you planning to clean the air? How are you planning to fix that?
DB Realty is in the business of constructing real estate projects. We are an operating business. As long as we can continue to, sell, execute, and, just carry out the work that we are intending to do, I think there is no question of, any overhang or anything as such. The whole challenge lies in the fact that, development projects, by the very nature of development, real estate development in Mumbai, are very, very complex. The whole standstill in the government policy and the new DCR had really affected the entire Mumbai real estate badly, and including us. I think we need to get out of that. It's not only us, it's all real estate developers who've been struggling with, their brands because of non-delivery of assets. I think with that moving on, we're very close to our customers. Our customers understand that, if at all, they understand the macro which has been affecting the sector. And now with everything, the environment committees in place and the DCRs in place and the approvals coming through, they are up to speed and we are close to them. So I think those things are not really affecting us that much. The challenge remains that, like you said earlier, there is a challenge in terms of sales, markets, the capacity to absorb and all that. So that is a challenge for us, which we continue to kind of tackle. And I think with a bit of aggressive pricing or with a bit of aggressive sales strategy, we should be able to get through that.
But Vipul, is it true that 7 of your properties have been rebranded after what transpired last year?
So it's actually we moved back. We had a brand called Orchid. So the attempt is to move back to the parent brand, which is DB Realty, because the nature of our business is such that we tend to market our projects and not so much the brand. So we wanted that the brand also gets associated with the projects that we are building. So it's not that we kind of moving away from what happened in the last 2 years or something. It's just a conscious call that we want to be closer to our DB brand.
But most of the real estate builders, they tend to raise money in projects from private players or PE players. Are you also looking at selling stake in various projects and then, raising money via the PE route?
See, we are more keen on going about our business by selling it to the direct customer, and therefore being able to give, relatively lower prices and, affordable apartments in whatever location they are. We are present in all premium markets. We are distinctly known for the quality of apartments that we deliver. But I think, we're not so keen on really going the private equity route. We are more keen on, just this direct sales because the assets are already with us.
Vipul, a final question. Post the issues and what transpired over last year, are Shahid Balwa and Vinod Goenka active in running the company?
See, the companies, of course, we rely on their experience and expertise, but along with me, there are other 4 senior professionals who've joined DB Realty, and at the board level, we have active interactions with Mr. Goenka and Mr. Balwa, but this is a professionally run setup, and we have a huge, very rich land bank in which we kind of just want to unlock and develop and deliver and delight our customers.
80% this year, are promoters increasing their stake or this is pure a function of markets?
Well, the promoters have increased their stake through this warrant infusion.
But they are not buying from the open market?
No, they are not.
So are you aware of any institutional investors who has revisited DB Realty? Because 80% appreciation in 1 year, I mean, that's a very smart appreciation.
The bulk of the real estate, I think we moved in tandem with the rest of the real estate pack. A lot of real estate companies before this, before the last month were really lagging. I think they've moved. I'm not really, just joined a month back, not in a position to comment on what happened over the last 1 year, but the last 1 month I can definitely say that it's moved in tandem with the market.